to my channel. This is Sheryl with iStylEMYSTYLE, and today we are going to be talking about vignettes. Vignettes, you say? What's a vignette? Well, vignette, the word, is a French word that has a few different meanings. One, it could be a literary sketch or something that you would use when you're, changing something with a photo. But in this sense, we're talking about a decor vignette. And with a decor vignette, we are talking about taking a group of items and either creating a story or grouping a bunch of items that you like that create a look and feeling in your home. So today's video, we're talking about vignettes, and this video is part of a collaboration that I am co-hosting here with a wonderful friend on YouTube, and that is Antonette from Antonette Decorating, and it's Antonette's Vignette. I'm keen on black, white, and green. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, vignettes and black, white, and green. And Antonette picked me as her co-host because, as many of you know, I love to decorate in black and white, and my accent color is green. And I use green, or I bring green into my home by using plants. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So I will leave a link for Antonette's channel down below, as well as a list of the playlist of all the participants, because this is an open collaboration. I want you to make sure you go watch Antonette's video, as well as everyone who participates, because you will get a lot of vignette inspiration. Now, when you think of vignette, you might think of a tier tray vignette or a little cluster on a shelf of a vignette, but my definition of a vignette, or how I use vignettes in my home, is just designing little areas that look aesthetically pleasing to me. So today I'm going to take you around and show you some of the vignettes that I have created around my home using black, white, and green. Now, if you are new here, welcome. My name is Sheryl. I love decorating with style on a budget, and I try to make my home look a lot more expensive than it really is. So if that's something you're into as well, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, become a member of the family so you do not miss any upcoming uploads. So, what are the principles for creating a vignette? Well, if you didn't know, there are some principles, and I am going to read those to you. There are eight tips to creating a striking vignette in your home. The first one is to build your vignette around a light source. So here you can see this particular vignette. I have built it around a light source, and it is in tribute to my sister. You will see that again, I use plants to bring in my greenery. So we have the green plants, and then the plant is flowering, so it has the white lilies on it. And I have this all styled on my black console table. So again, we have black, white, and green as the theme, and that is one of the other principles of vignette tips. As to our next tip, and that is to choose objects to support the style and theme of your home. So you guys know I consider myself to be modern with a touch of glam, and so those are the things that I use in my home to give it that look. So with this next vignette, you will see here on my coffee table in my living room, my home, like I said, is modern glam, it's modern with a touch of glam. So I have my glam glass coffee table, and on it, corralled in a tray, creating a vignette, I have some books that are black and white in color. On top of that, I have a decorative box, also black and white in color. Then I have a black vase, and out of the black vase, I have some greenery. So again, a vignette centered all around the theme of my home, which is black, white, and green, that I think looks very high-end and very simple, modern, and elegant. You do not have to create a vignette using a tier tray or a shelf. You can use or create vignettes anywhere you want in your home. So our next tip is to use color in your vignette to coordinate a room. We've already talked about that. My colors are black, white, and green, and you see that throughout my home. I don't deviate from those colors. Oh, maybe now and again I'll throw in a pop of color that's not my traditional colors. And I get a lot of comments from people saying, Sheryl, don't you ever get tired of decorating in black and white? No, I don't, because to me, black and white are classic. They will never go out of style, and that is why I love it. And that is why I decorate in black and white, and I use green as my accent color because it brings life into the room, because using those colors can sometimes seem kind of sterile. So as such, that's why I use the greenery to bring it in my home to brighten and freshen, to liven the space. Our next tip is to display objects in odd numbers. One of the decor tips is to always design in odd numbers, 1, 3, or 5. I typically will design in sets of 3. You can see many different aspects of vignettes around my home featuring sets of 3, like this one here in my living room on my console table. You will see I have it styled with 2 planters. One, it's a little bit taller than the other to create a varying height, and then my florals at the very top make it much taller, and it gives it a lot of visual interest to look at that particular vignette. And I have it all styled on some black and white coffee table books that are a DIY. These books were influenced by the books that I saw displayed in the Restoration Hardware catalogs and around their stores. They always decorate their coffee tables with oversized books. I wanted some oversized coffee table books in my home as well. Well, you guys know I love to decorate with style on a budget, and I love a good DIY. So I had to DIY my own coffee table books. So if you're interested in how I created those, I will leave that video linked in the description box down below, as well as in the description box above. Now, the next tip is, we already talked about the varying heights. So we're on to number 7, stick to a theme. We already talked about that. My home is very, I think, modern classic. Is how I would describe my style, modern classic. So all of the pieces in my home, they're all cohesive, they are all modern and aesthetic, and they all go together. I recently decided to create a theme here in my lounge, which I call Urban Jungle. And the way I created that theme is by changing out my artwork. I introduced this cheetah print that's in black and white. I put it over my fireplace, and I added a black bowl with a touch of greenery, and I added some white pillows on the end for extra seating. So that creates another vignette here in my home. Now, I got a lot of comments like, Sheryl, that is so pretty, but I don't understand the pillows. What's with the pillows? Well, the pillows, guys, are when I have company over and we're in here in the lounge and we're taste testing bourbon, there's not enough seats. The pillows are there for someone to just sit them down, and they could take a little perch on the edge here of the console that's underneath the fireplace, and we can all have a nice time sipping bourbon, swapping stories, having a great old time. So that's the purpose of the pillows. And then the next one is to create depth. Depth you have to create to give varying degrees, to give your eyes different places to look in the vignette. So again, just looking at the example of the theme that I introduced here in my lounge, you will see I've created depth by having dark artwork above the top, lighter colors down at the bottom to draw your eye down, and then the greenery in the middle is my visual interest in front of the fireplace. So I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video and you have enjoyed seeing the different vignettes that I have styled around my home for spring. I want to thank Antoinette again for asking me to be her co-host. Thank you so much. I always enjoy participating in your vignettes. I always try to when I can. Sometimes I can't, but I will always watch the video and support. So make sure you go check out everyone's videos to support them as well. Antonette's channel link is down below, as well as the link of the playlist. And if you enjoyed today's video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Again, if you are new here, I would so love it if you would hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, become a member of the iStylEMYSTYLE family. You are sure to get tons of home decor and design tip inspirations, especially if you are a lover of black and white like myself. So guys, I have so enjoyed being here with you today. I hope you have enjoyed today's content, and I hope to see you back at the next one.